What's going on, guys? Taz here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about something that Yan2295 has just released today, and really just regarding the future state of Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, he wrote this May 15th, which is today. This is Sunday, and yeah, really early this morning at 3 a.m. So I went through it and I read this whole thing. As you guys can see, it is pretty long. So I'm just going to do my best to summarize it for you guys, and I'm just going to talk about it because I really agree with him right here. So as you guys can see, he kind of starts off by saying about, he's scared of the future of Grand Theft Auto Online and the dismissal of Leslie Benzies. And by now, I'm sure you guys know who Leslie Benzies is. If not, I suggest you just look him up because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about that. Pretty much the whole community knows who the Benz is. But yeah. He says, Grand Theft Auto has been a big success, but Grand Theft Auto, for the real fans at least, is a single-player experience at first. I personally didn't love the story of Grand Theft Auto 5. I always said GTA 5 was a good game, but not a very good GTA. But that's another very long story that I might keep for another time. During development of Grand Theft Auto 5, the single-player was the main focus, and by far. But since the release, we can clearly see that the main focus is now Grand Theft Auto Online. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stop there for a sec and basically just sum that up because he's very right that it's very clear that the development team during development cared way more about story mode than they ever did about Grand Theft Auto Online. But now everything is all about Grand Theft Auto Online. So yeah. And since the removal of Leslie Benzies, everything has been very different. And that's what he says down here. Then there's the dismissal of Leslie Benzies. Leslie worked on every single Grand Theft Auto title since Grand Theft Auto 3 in 2001 and worked on some other Rockstar titles. He was one of the few guys who worked on the games from A to Z. He's a genius, and Grand Theft Auto is what it is today, and a great part because of him. Of course, you can't make a game by yourself. It's a team effort. I know that. But this man alone did so much work. And he's very true. But then you might, like he says, if he's so great, why was he fired? The answer is simple, but also complicated. Money. Money changes people. It changed the Housers, especially Sam. And apparently they fired Leslie to get the money of his royalties. And here we're talking about a few millions of dollars in royalties, which is a lot of money, but to Rockstar, that's like charity money. I mean, they made so much money. I think Grand Theft Auto took about $200 million to develop, and they broke even like that weekend of like that launch weekend. And obviously going up super fast. And yeah. So as you guys can see, Sam suggested that Leslie take a break from work last spring to recharge his batteries. He took a year off, and they call it a sabbatical, but he was actually fired. And yeah, so as we guys can tell, there is a lot going on with Grand Theft Auto, and I'm just gonna read this right here. Now that Leslie is no longer at Rockstar, will the next games, at least the next GTAs, feel different? Probably. Judging by the fact that Leslie was so important and so involved at Rockstar, it's impossible that players, or at least longtime fans, won't notice a difference. Hell, even with Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, we noticed a difference. Since he's been gone, we've never heard anything about the single-player DLC that was announced in 2014. DLC that he was apparently working on that has probably been canceled since then. Yeah, and while I'm at it, I like to talk about Rockstar in general. How Rockstar changed since the announcement of Grand Theft Auto 5. How much of a weird company Rockstar is, which is very true. The real fans know it. Rockstar has changed. Their main issue is the communication. Fans need and deserve to hear more from Rockstar. Actually, I should say Rockstar needs to realize we're in 2016 and we're no longer in 1998. At that time, people just bought the games and that was pretty much it, so communication didn't really matter. But now there are huge communities, a lot of fans, and Rockstar still doesn't know how to communicate at all. And for some reason, instead of being better, they've been worse since the launch of Grand Theft Auto 5. There's almost no communication about future plans. Fans are not stupid. They can understand delays, all that stuff. But for that, you need to actually talk and explain stuff. Be more open. It'll just make everything better. And I 100% agree with that whole statement. Rockstar just does not know how to communicate with people at all. Personally, I'm kind of want to say they've gotten a little bit better since the Benz has left, because if you remember, when the Benz was still there, Leslie Benzies, they say Heist is around the corner and wouldn't say anything for like 3 months. And then Heist got delayed. Heist announced 3 months later. Heist delayed. But now every Friday we get something from them. But it's a step in the right direction, I think, but it's nowhere near close enough at all to what Rockstar should be doing. So he just sums up by saying, yes, I'm scared about the future of Grand Theft Auto. Sure, there's money to be made with Grand Theft Auto Online, but please don't forget the single player. It's what made Grand Theft Auto what it is today. And firing Leslie was a terrible decision. The guy didn't deserve that at all. He deserves respect. Hopefully, this won't affect Grand Theft Auto too much. Yan2295. So yeah, I'm gonna link this in the description. The URL is just www.yan2295/the-future-of-gta.html. But yeah, I'm gonna put that in the description. So you guys can definitely go read this for yourself. He has his whole website here about all his leaks and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all he says here. And I don't think Leslie Benzies deserved it at all. He was making a ton of money. We're talking about, like I said, they broke even in like the first freaking weekend. They made $200 million. That's almost as much as the most expensive movie ever. So that's a lot of money that Rockstar made in the first weekend. And the fact that people are still buying the game, they're still buying shark cards, they're still doing whatever, is really good. And they haven't even had a single paid DLC that we've had to pay money for. They've made all this money through shark cards, guys. That's really impressive. And the fact that the Hauser brothers fired Leslie, the guy, the big cheese, the head honcho in charge of everything, really tells you a lot about the Hauser brothers. They're just greedy, okay? They're just hungry for power and money, and they did this for millions of dollars, but in a decision that probably made Grand Theft Auto not so great. And yeah, I just don't think it was the right decision at all. And you guys, please let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I'm kind of, as you guys can tell probably by my voice, I'm just kind of all confused by all this stuff. And I'm sure you guys might be too. But yeah, and if you guys, I just replayed the Grand Theft Auto 5 story mode about a month ago. And in the closing and opening credits, it says Leslie Benzies, the very first thing. And then it's got everyone underneath them. And right underneath them are Sam and I think Dan Hauser. And I just kept thinking, man, those two guys just, boom, right, overthrow him. And that was just a terrible, terrible idea. And yeah, and I'm sure that the Hauser brothers are going to realize that, and they're probably going to want to try to get the Benz back, but you know what? He's probably going to say, no way. You guys give me if you can see my air quotes, vacation, and then you fire me, and your game is so bad now because you got rid of me. That's your own fault. I honestly don't see him coming back. But yeah, it's, I don't know, there's a lot going on right now. So like I said, I'm going to link this down in the description for you guys to read. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Which, going to be doing some more uploads pretty soon. That is going to be summer, finally. Doing a ton of GTA stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.